everyone, ladies, gentlemen, and otaku alike. This is Recall Reviews. Attilio back here again, and today I've got another camera video for you. This one is a very special camera to me. This is my third ever YouTube camera. This is the JVC Everio E10VU. This, however, is not the original one I owned years ago. If it was, it would have most definitely been in my original camera comparison video. I got this video off of eBay for about $60. The seller wanted $70, which is a fair price for this camera. But I talked him down to $60 for nostalgia's sake, and I was also scoping out some other cameras to make videos on, which will be coming out soon. But again, this was my third ever YouTube camera that I used after the no-name brand DV, HD, whatever, my second YouTube camera. And if I thought I felt professional using that piece of crap, this thing really made me feel like I was pro, you know, like yeah, like I got some good hardware now type of feeling, you know. 1080p video, superior audio to anything I used up until the point of me getting this camera. And this got me through a good couple years on my YouTube channel, on Recall Reviews, and my YouTube life, or career if you want to call it that. It's not like I make money off this. But the pre-COVID years and a little bit into 2020 using this camera. It also got me through the first year of ECPW Fully Charged, which was a passion project of mine that I got the blessing from Gino Caruso, the owner of East Coast Pro Wrestling, to basically make my own show and do whatever I wanted with it within the company for the Hudson Valley brand, which recently ended, and I am proud to have done what I did with that show. But this particular camera, again, 1080p, good video and good audio, also got me through the first year and a half of filming Adrenaline TV when I took over production in late 2020. And the camera is nostalgic. I made sure if I was ever going to get this camera again, it would be the exact same in every way, right down to the purple body. And I loved this purple. The original camera that I owned, I gave to a friend years ago who needed a camera to film their own matches with for other shows that I wasn't taping. And it was well after I had upgraded to the equipment that I use now, so I didn't see it as any big loss then. Little did I know I would take up collecting cameras and making videos on them and find a new passion in that. And I wish I had the original camera still, but I'm happy to have the camera again. So let's take a look at the ins and outs of this camera in all the usual corners and places, and even take it into a similar setting as it would be if I was filming for YouTube back in the day. Well, this is what it looks like. My third ever YouTube camera, the JVC GZ E10VU. This camera got me through the latter half of the pre-COVID years on my YouTube channel. As well as it was, like I said in the beginning, the ringside camera that we filmed the early, first year of ECPW Fully Charged, as well as roughly the first half year or so of Adrenaline TV and some of the other bigger shows. It was a great camera with 1080p quality and good superior audio. It was a huge, huge step up from the no-name brand HD video, what my second video camera was, which again was a step up from the cheap Temu one I used. This, however, like I said in the beginning, is not the original camera. Otherwise, it would have been featured in the first ever comparison video, and I loved this camera so much, and it had so much meaning to me, that I would have used it for several other projects. But let's take a look in some of the other corners and the usual filming spots.
And now here he comes. Time to roll the dice. Fans, it's lucky Leo Alvaro.
He's a cheater.
How do you say he's a cheater?
Because if you go back, he rolled me up. He had my tights.
You saying you're a better wrestler than him?
I am a better wrestler.
Fans, here we are at our main event. It's the big one for the ECBW Hudson Valley Championship. And here is the challenger. Represents the ECBW Hudson Valley Champion, the Despicable Miggs. What are your thoughts there, buddy?
Miggs is going to retain this belt tonight. I love Miggs. I think Miggs is amazing.
What do you think will win there? And this is the first time we've seen the patient and Captain Evan Payne, and the patient is just vicious. He's all over the cap.
I could have caught him even, couldn't even caught him better.
I can't believe he was that dastardly to do something like that.
He's a smart guy. Do another game.
I'm going to do something a little different, but not. I'm going to take a look back at something I've already covered in the past, and that would be Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, the motion picture. I've even recently been playing a lot of the video games, such as Fate Extella, Fate Extella Link, and Fate Grand Order, the mobile game. I've even got this Mordred figurine up here.
No creators, only that it's some 1982 South Korean anime, licensed and dubbed by the most accursed of media distributors, DigiView Entertainment. They're responsible for such shit like the Grandmasters of Wrestling and Rodman Down Under, and other terrible filth. Now you can see that it's got a little bit tighter of a field of view. Definitely a little bit tighter than I traditionally like to frame my videos. But as far as the old reviews of anime and movies that I used to do on YouTube, the way I had it set up and framed was, like, honestly just perfect for what I needed. It was on my face, it got, if I had a logo on my shirt, it got most of the logo, it framed everything the way I really wanted it to. And again, I have so many memories attached to this particular era for the Everio camera. Let's take a look at the VHS corner, and we'll also test out the zoom. As you saw, it's a pretty impressive zoom, and it was pretty clear. You can see the titles on the shelf with the zoom. It's a really impressive zoom. Again, this camera for me was such a huge step up. If I thought I felt professional using, like at that time, what a cheap Temu camera today was, and then I felt like it was a huge step up in professionalism with the no-name brand $60, you know, what my second YouTube camera was. This made me feel like an ultimate pro back in the day. Like I really finally got a good piece of tech to make my videos with. Sadly, the era of anime reviews and movie reviews on my channel are over. But who knows, maybe sometime in the future I'll do another one, who knows. But this camera is so special to me, and again, I really wish I kept my original one. So as far as using the camera to film in the same kind of situations as I used to back in the day, there's always been a few options. Since the layout of the room that I've always filmed in has changed so much over the years, there were times you could see my old pillows in the back. Occasionally you'll see my videos or manga. Sometimes you'd get shots like this, where you'd see some of the old video game stuff in the back, where in the background you'd see my retro videos or shots like this. where, you know, the camera is either above or in front of my computer, and I'm pulled back so you can see me there like that, you know. This same kind of settings that you would see with the same exact lighting that I would have, because I knew nothing about lighting back in the day, versus we can cut the lights here, and that's a little bit maybe even better of a picture. I don't know, it's hit and miss to shots like this, where maybe on occasion I would have a light and I would find another one that I would maybe stick up on this side to try and get some semblance of, you know, quality, and then just realize, you know what, screw it, I'll just turn the big light on and turn the ceiling fan on, and the room's small so it illuminates everything, but it may or may not look as good as you'd like it to. But just so many memories using this camera back in the day on YouTube. I hope that you enjoyed a look at this camera. It could be worth picking up yourself if you can find one. It's not too expensive, and for YouTube, and, you know, if you use this as an external camera when doing Let's Plays and stuff, you know, whatever, you know what, it might be good. You can hook it up with an HDMI and try and find a way to stream with the camera. It's very cool. Well, there you have it, everyone. That was the look at the JVC Everio GZ E10VU. And this, again, is a camera that I love. Sadly, a majority of the content that I created for my channel with this camera is unavailable on my YouTube channel due to, well, YouTube, where's the fair use? Anyway, as you can see, I'm recording this bit now well after my surgery. I'm still in bed, still recovering. Things have gone well. Surprisingly, I haven't really gained any weight. Thankfully, I've actually lost a couple pounds, so I'm happy about that. But this camera, again, is one of my all-time favorites. If you want to see the most out of this camera, watch Season 2 of ECPW Fully Charged, because it was toward the end of that, I believe, when I picked up my Sony 4K Handycam. But this camera, I highly recommend it. I think it's an incredible, incredible camera. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and tune in next time.